Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Foxman Plays RimWorld. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Hopefully you're having a good time, and if you're relatively new to this series, or this is your first episode, well, you know, do what you gotta do. You might want to go back and check some past episodes, but, otherwise, what's going on in this episode? Bit of a change. We're pumping the brakes, alright? I was thinking between this, just starting this and the previous episode, actually previous few episodes, and I was just thinking of how kind of relatively, we've done stuff. I just think it's kind of hard to really see because they've done a lot of small kind of fragmented things. So I'm going to switch it up a little bit and try to get going on a project that we can hopefully complete this episode. It's still hard when you have to deal with whatever raids and diseases and this and that, right? But, we're going to give it our best shot. So I'm going to explain to you very quickly what we're going to do. Basically, we're going to make another one of these, but it's going to be intended kind of as the full Monty, kind of permanent structure, right? When I put this one up, it's just kind of quick and easy. We just put it here because this is all or a good portion of it is rich soil. So we just put it in there kind of quickly, so we had stuff that we could basically be growing through at winter. So I'm going to do another one, but the one I'm doing now, again, is kind of intended to be more permanent. So this is kind of like the first building that's hopefully you're going to see in 10, 20 episodes from now, and you're like, yep, it's the same. Everything else you see here is going to pretty much be gone. This one will be modified and fixed up, but you'll see. So anyways, I'm going to get to that, but before I do, I have to kind of undo a couple things. One of the things I realized is that using vegetables for this is kind of silly, especially because they put so much, like a stack of 75. That's a lot of rice there, and that's a lot of corn, 300. So I don't want to do that. So first thing I'm going to do is just delete that zone. And this little building that I'm making right now is temporary, but, just, putting that out there, I guess. But it's not a big building. It's not a big deal. I'm just going to try to line it up, though, as best I can, just to make it kind of nice. Something like that. Okay, yeah, I can just eyeball the rest. This should be plenty large. And what I'm going to do is, so this is going to be that new kind of turn food into rotten mush. And then at the butcher's table, we can turn the rotten mush into compost. And we take the compost, we put it in here, and then after a few days, I think it's 3 days, it turns into fertilizer. And then we can take that fertilizer and we can fertilize soil and convert, less optimal ground types, into more optimal. So it's, it's a part of a mod, but I don't think it really necessarily makes our life any easier. At least right now, it actually is going to make our life a bit more difficult because we have to, build very specific things to do it. So anyways, that's going to go there. We also need a heater, which is something I failed to realize on the last one because this area was just outdoors, and even if I built walls around it, it would still freeze, and then the food would freeze, and, that would be the end of it. So, last thing I'm going to do here is go that's fine. So this is going to be, and I'll show you what I thought of. We're just going to use, basically clear all. We will allow rotten mush because the stuff is going to get turned into rotten mush. And then meat. So what we're going to do here is select some small animals that we don't normally hunt anyways, and there's not a lot of meat on them per se, which means we won't get as much mush. But basically, there are quite a few of them available. So we've seen a lot of hares, we've seen a lot of squirrels, and a lot of rats. So I'm going to say yes to all of those dudes. So now, what we do is storage, turn those meats off from here. Squirrel, rat, and hare. So they'll still bring the corpses of the animals here and they'll butcher them. But when they finish butchering them, they should just bring them over here. So that's fine. I'm okay with that. And then we'll probably just forbid that stuff in here so they don't consume that. They'll butcher it here, and sorry, not butcher, but you know, the rotted mush will get turned into compost here, and then we'll tell them to fill this stuff up. And Bob's your uncle. So that's that. The other thing, and I did a bit of like measurements kind of beforehand, just to see how this would work out. Sorry, I got the hiccups. So one thing I was thinking about, right? We get raids and stuff that, you know, raiders will come from here or here or here, pretty much anywhere except for the deep water over there. But you can also have them drop in pods, and they could drop in on this side of the fence, so they could completely bypass kind of any external security we have. So we still need to make sure that we have defenses in here, some turrets and stuff like that. So moving forward, as I'm designing this kind of stage 2 of our colony, or stage 3, I don't know what you'd consider it, but I'm going to kind of have like a grid system for the pathways, and then at certain intersections or nexuses, I don't know, hubs, you'll have turrets, so that we still have some set up in here. We could probably keep them turned off, and we'll have a, I don't know. But anyways, so what that means is I'm going to have some pathways that are 5 wide. Actually, I'll just go 5 by 5. So that's an intersection. This is the pathway. Actually, I'll just go like this for now. Something like that. All right. So now, actually, I don't really want to. Here, I'll do like this. And then clear the rest out. Should be fine. Okay. So what's going to happen is basically right in the center here, we're going to put a turret. And then around it, we'll put sandbags. We don't necessarily need to, but I think it'll be fine. And then there's still going to be a spot for our colonists to kind of walk around. It's not super, super, super optimal. But again, a lot of these places, they're not going to be regularly traveling through those areas. But yeah, we want to make sure there's good kind of coverage and stuff. And just anything to kind of help the colonists when they do kind of get inside our walls or land there. The other thing was, I measured it out beforehand. We want these greenhouse buildings to be 13 wide here, which will work well with the support columns, because these support columns could act, this is 11 wide. The support columns can actually support 2 more, basically, without any issues at all. So that's why I increased this to that. And then this pathway is just going to be 3 wide, and you'll see why. But basically this turret, if I place it, let's see, if I hover, so let me, okay, by that tree, so orders, it has a range up to here. Okay, so this kind of intersection, this path, well, there's going to be a building here, so it won't be able to shoot through here, but it'll easily cover this kind of intersection. So that's why this one doesn't need to be 5 wide and have a turret here, because basically anybody that comes down here, before they go here, they'll at least get shot. Or if they go here and then come out here, they're going to get shot. And same thing, they're going to have another up there. You'll see. You'll see. That's my intentions anyways. I mean, I might botch it, but, you know, I'm trying not to. That's why we're planning things out a little bit. What I'm also going to do for now is just remove these plants. I know this is kind of wetland. We'll get that sorted out, but for now that's a non-issue. So I'll go like there. Sorry, I gotta get this cleaned up a little bit. And okay, there we go. Okay, so basically what I was saying is we can sort of, we're not really keeping any of this building when you think about it, because I want to replace the wood with the slate, so we'll have to tear it all down. But for the most part, we are just kind of shifting it a little bit. And we can do that next season because it's September. It's too late to do that. By the time we tear down the walls and build the new walls and stuff, it's probably going to be winter and, you know, freezing temperatures and stuff. I don't want to risk it, especially when the crops are already kind of settled. So I'm not going to risk it. 2, 3. So then we're going to have a third one here. Okay. And I know what you're saying. You're like, well, that's a lot of sand there, bud. We're going to terraform this. This is kind of the third one we're going to do. Definitely not worrying about it anytime soon. But we will convert this sand into soil, which is going to take a while with the terraforming. If you recall, this mod allows us to convert kind of one, soil type, ground type to another. But to get from sand to fertile or rich soil is going to take us converting like several times. So it's not going to be easy. So yeah, and the reason this one here, we're not going to actually convert the marshy soil because if you look at it, fertility is 70%. I can still plant stuff on there. I just can't build structural things, right? So no floors, no walls, anything like that. But you can still plant plants in it. And that's fine. They won't grow quite as fast, but we also have this rich soil here. We have some normal soil. So this whole area, like things are going to kind of be growing in waves a little bit. And that's almost kind of in some ways ideal because when our guys go out to harvest everything, they're not going to have to harvest, 400 freaking plants at once, right? They'll come in, they'll harvest this area, then they'll come in, they'll harvest this soil area, and then lastly they'll come in and harvest that. So it's kind of staged a little bit, which is not such a bad thing when you get so much foodstuffs. So now the last thing, and this has kind of worked out perfectly when I was planning it, but where is it? Right there, right? And then we have this guy. So the turret's in the center. Actually, if I just place it, where is it? Security. Boom. So you look right down there. Boom. Just it overlaps by the one tile. So it's perfect. So anybody who tries, to come out this way, they're going to get shot by this guy. If they go down this way, they're automatically going to start getting shot by that guy. So it's good. And as we develop the whole colony, that's kind of the intention. So I'll bring, one of these guys probably over here somewhere. We might have to do a bit more terraforming and what have you. And, similarly for this guy. So we know pretty much if we just keep it in line like this and keep this one in line, we'll have decent coverage as long as they have, some pathways north and south directed to kind of shoot down. You get what I'm going for? I'm trying to build sort of the logic behind it. So as we're removing these and building new stuff, then we it's sort of already planned out. So that said, another thing I'm going to quickly do before I forget is cancel this. As much as I want this wall done, and these trees cut down, it's not a super priority. The enemies that can still get around this way, they'll be able to walk by these turrets. Like, we have a lot of terraforming to do, which I will do. It's still kind of a general priority. But, and I know I've been doing a lot of talking, so let me just build some of the stuff here while I'm talking. You probably notice, you're like, now if you go through these waves of living and dying. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, not living and dying, but like thriving and kind of like being in a bad spot. And that's the food. We get low food, then they start eating carcasses and just exhausted, and then they're getting bad moods, and it's kind of a vicious cycle, downward spiral. So I really want to get a lot of food, and we need to be growing it all year round. So this is kind of going to help, but half of it is hay and half is watermelons that are not the quickest growing thing. So I think if we double up here, get this going. It's going to make doing all these other projects much better. Just because they're not going to be in bad moods and killing each other. And yeah, so one bad thing I've done with this colony pretty much since the beginning is really not focus on a proper food hunting and gathering sort of situation. It's been a roller coaster, you know? So anyways, I'm going to get them to build this. And there is some mud here that we can, I think, convert pretty much for free. Yeah, soil from mud, place on mud, result soil. So that's nice, because we don't need any fertilizer or any sand or piles of dirt to do that. They'll just have to go and put in the work. So another thing I'm going to do is tell some dudes to hunt. And that includes you dudes. I think, okay, so how was it? So if I select only things, hold shift to pick up additional things. Oh, okay. So now I know how that works. So you click the thing. If I hold shift and highlight, it's just going to select everything of the similar. So now I hit hunt. Boom. So, I mean, what I usually do is I'll just click it, find out where it is, zoom out, and then double click, and it'll kind of find stuff in a... But that works too. That's kind of nice. Anyways, let's get this going. I know there's no research being done. That's still intentional, if you will. You will die. Food poisoning from rat meat. You guys will also die. Oh, yeah, I also need to hunt... There, 11 hares. So that's going to be for our mush factory. So they're building this right now. And what I need to do is forbid that right away. And some's being eaten by... That's the last thing I know I need to do. So watch this. Animals. We're going to do a new animal area. Close. Zone. Expand. Animal area 2. So this is the new unrestricted. Unrestricted, I can't really control it. Basically, unrestricted is a default in the game. It's like you can go wherever you want. So this one is essentially going to take over that role, and we're not going to have any animals that are really assigned to unrestricted anymore. Probably. And it said this one is pretty much going to be everywhere except for a couple of the food places. Especially our rotten mush maker. Because the animals, I don't want them going in there and eating our food. It's not cool. You just saw 10 hare meat get turned into 4 hare meat because that little rascal, little baby boar came in there and gobbled it up. I mean, can't blame him. Can't blame him. Alright, and then we'll just say clear, area 2. So you can't go there. And right now, yeah, you can't even go there. Don't you try it. So now I'm also going to expand animal area 1. So I want you guys to be able to go in there. And for now, we're going to clear this area. Because there's hay grass. I want them to eat hay grass. If we see animal starvation, then we'll allow them back in. But for now, let's see what we can do. So animal throwing up there. Cool. Cool. You know what? Another thing I kind of want to do. We don't really have room there. This is going to look sloppy. Don't hate me. Clear all. Okay. We're running out of room in the main one, and I want our hauling animals to start hauling ass on granite, which for now I'm just gonna do that. I also need to do haul urgency when there are certain things like the food drops, when we get cargo pod or when we buy a lot of food, you know, I'm always manually saying like, oh, all this, all this, all this. That's what we really need to be doing the haul plus for. So they actually do it. So basically I can have this on pretty much everything, I think, on one, and they're not going to basically, yeah, they're not, so yes, we want this on one then, for the most part. Well, at game time decision, I'll probably reduce it for some, but basically when, yeah, cargo pods of food come down, we will want them to haul it immediately so the animals don't eat it necessarily. And since this is so much higher on this list, being a 1, they'll drop everything pretty much, which is good. And I forgot to do, I'll let these guys haul this. See, the little boom rat, little jackass. But now we gotta put, still want you guys there. I don't need you to get trained in that. Okay. So yeah, we can get like, he's hunting a red fox. Uh-oh, be careful, bud. It'll do the revenge. It might. It's already bleeding out, so. See, animal, because we said to preferred, they're gonna move all this existing stuff probably first, but. Did he give up? Nope, he's getting a different angle. I see. It's not really that hurt. It's bleeding a lot. But it's not that bad. Okay. We also have to be careful of Diver, right? He's got, yeah, he's only halfway through his withdrawal. So he's going to be kind of like a sour grape for a little bit. Yeah, these walls are going to take some more time to get going. As well, what they need to do, terraform rocky dirt from marshy soil. So I think wait, what's that? Oh, that's mud. Terraform. Just go like this. Okay. Do that whole area. And then rocky dirt. That's fine, that's fine. Okay. Torture's pregnant? No. Oh, Patel. It happens. We will get him a new brain someday. It will happen. Okay, just looking around, Patel, having a good time. Having a good time, having a ball. Let me see here. I can turn that off, save a little power. Let's probably turn off for a little bit. Oh, we have no chem fuel. I think that's why. So I'm going to turn that back on. See, now the animals aren't hauling this because they can't go to the destination where it's supposed to go. Just haul this stuff quickly. Mila. Wait, what? confused. Why are you cowering? Oh! Hey! 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 Hey, who's nearby? Ethan, get out of here, buddy. Don't kill my baby boar. Stop it. Shoot him in the face. I don't know how a single bullet, point blank from an LMG, did not hit twice. Oh, alright, well, he's dead. Ajax! And that sucks, because now Mila's like, what the hell, dude? Don't eat Ajax! Good grief. Now look at what I gotta do. I gotta build a freaking... Ajax! That's such a sweet name for a boar. And he's a little baby boar. He got bonded so quickly. Mila's sad. And that makes me sad. Alright, well, somebody can build it. For now, we're gonna forbid... Dang it, Ajax! Mila's... What? Look at this. Bonded animal, -8. Not cool, man. Not cool. Rissa, I dare you to... Oh, Sammy's doing it. Okay. Yeah, eat the red fox. Little baby boar is doing it. Eye for an eye, dude. Eye for an eye. Same what's happening. Not really cool. Alright, but you're going back to build wall. That's fine. We don't have a ton of joy sources here, so I can't really blame them for enjoying the simple things. We are going to have a super kind of Rancho Relaxo, though. Everybody's going to want to go there, you know? I think it's only right that Mila does it, you know? Say your last goodbyes. My sweet, sweet Ajax. We're gonna move those. We're gonna have a proper, like, cemetery of sorts. Crypt. Tales from the Crypt. That guy was creepy. Ooh, I'm keeping a crypt. Look at me. You know, and that, exhaustion, that's just Patel because he was in his dazed and confused state. I'm gonna turn this into just a medical bed now. Sure. Excuse me. Alright, whatever. I know. Oh, what I wanted to also do here that I forgot. Boom. Let's put a floor in there. Maybe get rid of trees. Disposal date 51. That's good. That's good. And then when they chop this little dude up, they'll put him over there too. While Boar's pregnant. That could be Ajax 2.0 for all I know. Good job, good job. So this is it's getting there. It's getting there. Still a lot of work, and we're going to be putting a glass roof on it, which is also going to require some steel. So, what are you doing, dude? Why don't you butcher this little guy? Look at it. There you go, 74. Now where are you going? Just going for a walk? It's a weird walk. You're butchering. Whoa, who left that guy out there? You don't leave the mega. I'm not gonna say haul urgently as much as I want to. Uh-oh. It's a daze, which is not bad. Because going through withdrawal, like, he could have a berserk or slaughter some animals or go on a murderous rampage or whatever. So this is mostly just going to keep to himself, which is kind of the best you can hope for somebody that's going through their withdrawal. Rissa is doing this, which I appreciate, just so we can get some chem fuel going on. I'll let you finish up maybe one more for now. And then what I want you to do, she should switch over to electric smelter, because she's an electric delter. Here we go. And actually what we've got here, they converted some of that land. We're getting there. See, the thing is too, look it, we got 122 meals. Still got a good amount of food. Typically, I'd be like, oh, no worries. But then I would come back here, I'd look and I'd see like 2 rows of food. And then I'd be like, well, we got to do something. And by then it's just too late. It's simply just too late. So we're getting ahead of the curve. All right? Enough is enough. It's time for St. Montgomery Colony to prosper. Chanel, number 5, is pregnant for like the 15th time, I bet. Which, I mean, we should have some animals that we'll want to slaughter. The reason I'm not doing this, like, rescue is, again, because some of these boars we're going to slaughter after a while. Just population control. You know, if they're bonded, though, it's like your maid man in the mafia. Except it's the mafia, and you could be a maid. You're just a maid person. You don't have to be a dude, right? You don't have to be sexist about this. But yeah, no, we don't slay bonded animals because that's rude. But look at these guys. Why would you want to slay Wild Boar 17? Out there, night shift, doing some good hauls. All right, so, you know, bit by bit. Again, laying brick, it's not the quickest thing. As well, pretty much for all these spots, they've got to chop down the tree as well, you know? So, we're getting there. We're getting there. I also realize you might be saying, well, Malf, like, what is this? Marsh your soul from marsh? Yeah, we don't have the fertilizer yet. But we can plant pretty much all this, and so what if there's a couple spots where we're not growing crops, right? It's not ideal, but we'll fix it up. It's no reason to kind of halt just getting this done. And then we will slowly start building in the granite. I know this looks ugly, but it will still be the priority to kind of come back here, start working on this wall, and work our way towards the base. Or maybe the other way around. Freya, wandering around in sadness. I don't want you to be sad. Don't be sad. But look, they moved a lot of this stuff, like, you know, was taking up space over here. What was that sound? It was an alert. I don't know. I do not know. Sammy getting in there. Yeah, converting the mud to soil really doesn't take a ton of time. But Sammy's also pretty good on the construction front, so everything's quick for Sammy. Is Rissa doing? That's like I said. Like clockwork. I was like, oh, she'll start doing the smelting this if we cancel that, because I've got her on craft duty. That's her. If we go to work, Rissa, constructions 2, crafting numero uno, because we need somebody kind of focused on that, you know. Sometimes it is nice to put people like, everybody get this done, and that's cool. But it's also really nice to kind of have, okay, perfect. Oh, you guys get a room. Hey! What are you doing? You're not allowed in here. Oh, wait, wait, wait. I'm an idiot. I think zone. I forgot to clear the original. Get out of there! Stop eating my mush! Oh my god! You jackasses! It's only my fault. I can't really blame them, but I still am mad. I'm just mad at myself for allowing them to get away with it. It's like I give them the license to kill. And then they put a bullet in my head. Who am I to be mad at? I gave them the license to kill. Anyways, I don't know what I was talking about. Oh yeah, it's just like, it's good to have a couple people like, you know, pretty much they're just focused on one task. Pretty much all the time. You know, and we have enough people where we can sort of do that. So Rissa, yeah, I want her doing the slag or chem fuel, or if we allow stone crafting again, we have that suspended, you know. We know she'll go and do that. So you kind of have those colonists, and then I like to have a few that are kind of more floaters, right? They're not necessarily really good at any one particular thing. Okay, I'm gonna hunt you. Yeah, so they'll kind of go and work on whatever needs work on. Rush Herbalist is just inspired. She will walk 1.0 times faster for the next 24 hours. I mean, that's fine. Starvation. Oh, it's Freya. Yeah. Well, she'll collapse soon. Also, I don't think we can... Yeah, since there's not enough mush, we can't... Hey, it's been a while. Although I will not kill you. Though it's possible I could. I think you might get a couple swings in, so I'm not gonna kill you. There. Hunt some squirrels. We need to get our fertilizer game going on. There you go. There's some hare meat though. Freya, okay. Freya hopefully is gonna go and eat some foodstuffs. We got Enya in here. Come on, you got one kill. Get another, why don't you? Wait. What are you doing, dude? This guy's a freaking yo-yo. Just pick a spot. Commit. Look at it! Doesn't make any sense. This is why we can't have nice things. Can't even commit to one doe. What a guy. See, and now we gotta repair these walls because he keeps missing his shots. We should give him a second eye. That's a big problem for somebody who's sniping. Having one eye. Depth perception, you might say, is important. This is exactly what I want. I don't mind them eating the watermelon. That's a beautiful thing about watermelon. It's part of the mod, but you can cook it, but they can also eat it raw. And that's great for animals, you know? Look at that. Structure, structure, structure. Monday, 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 monster truck. Madness, madness, madness. Okay, it's gonna take a lot of steel. I don't know how much steel I got. 84. It's not a lot. Slag, we'll get some more. But I think it might be time to go in and get a little bit more mining done. Just to help speed up the process. And I know I have to set somebody to do mining. Right now I've said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But right now, I want somebody to worry about it. So work. I want Annie to keep doing the killing. Slow as he may be. Ethan, keep cooking. We got 179 meals, dudes. Wow. So once, you know, if we get up to like 200, then I might actually put it back down to 150 meals. So we've got a buffer of 50 meals. So basically anybody that's cooking can go and work on something else for a day or two. But yeah. Freya. Freya on construction for or mining for a little. Actually, no, because you're really good at construction. Glasses, you get in on the mining. You got a passion for it, anyways. And then maybe like. Yeah, we'll just stick with glasses for now. Everybody else kind of has another core function, or they're too good at construction or something. Alright. There's a lot of blood. I don't know whose blood it is at this point. Animal starvation? Are you sure? Let me also check one thing. Zone. Yeah, they can go in there. Well, I'll let you go in here for just a little bit, just a day or two. But then I'm revoking it. Gotta eat your hay. But we do have a lot of meals. We got a lot of animals. Look at that. Yeah, sorry. 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 That's, you know, you want to be a living animal? Get bonded, you know. Go nuzzle one of the colonists, make them feel special, and they'll bond with you. They'll give you a name. You give you a name, you're protected. I can't touch you at that point. It would be immoral. Once you name a thing, you just can't just like throw it out without some absolute positively serious consideration. You know? It's like if you name your car, you can't just get rid of your car. Unless it's like, you can't afford it, it gets totally trashed in an accident. I don't know, there's certain extenuating circumstances, of course. But once you name something, just saying. Just saying. Even if you don't have a name for your pet, I mean, you shouldn't, you know, I don't name all my fish. But I'm not just going to flush them down the toilet. You know, unless they, you know, happen to die of natural causes. Sometimes fish, they like to jump out of the aquariums if you don't have lids on them. So, you know. Look at this. I love the glass roof because you can kind of see a little bit of the shadow, and then at the seams, it's a little bit lighter. It's a nice effect. It's nice. Shooting frenzy for Sammy. Well, you're not really a hunter, so not a big deal. Not a big deal. We haven't had a, you know what. I don't want to say. But kind of expecting one at some point. I'm forbidding it. I mean, we have enough stuff here that I don't think the colonists are gonna go in there and eat raw meat or anything, but you know, it's good. Oh, Diver's got a squirrel. Okay, so this is not enough mush to turn into one. Is it one compost you get or 5 compost? I can't remember. But anyways, I think we need 10 or 15. Oh, speaking of you know what. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It actually looked for some reason more than that. But they're wandering for now. Let me just see. So this guy is not a huge threat necessarily because it's melee. I reckon they'll probably try to go around this way. But we'll see where they wander. If they wander down here, then we're pretty much golden. They're going to come right through here. This turret doesn't seem to be connected. Power. Dang. We don't actually need to build it all the way. It should connect. Uh-oh. No, don't do that. Wait, I thought you guys were wandering. This guy's not wandering. Alright, so I think we just get everybody up here. And so they're gonna come through here. They're gonna wander up here. They might wander around here. So I think, just trying to think of the best way to do this. Put a few people here, maybe a few people here. Kind of let them filter in. I don't know. Yeah, we'll put them kind of halfway up. So Enya, gonna put you here. Drugi, you can go there. Ethan, I want you. Yeah, you can go there. And Mitsuya. Freya doesn't have a gun. So I want you to equip that. Patel, I want you. I almost want you like right there. Kind of getting a side shot, maybe. Sammy, you can kind of be with them. Or maybe we'll get you right there. Yeah. Nice and central. I think they'll probably go that way. I can't really predict them, though. Mila, how good are you with a gun? Not. Rissa, you don't have a gun. We didn't give you one back. Let's see if we got anything that's kind of decent-ish. Machine pistol. Yeah, take that. Glasses. Nah. So they're not really wandering. It's just like, well, this guy's digging at granite, but he's gonna get hit. Nice. Okay. So he's running through, but he got hit because he's a dummy. Enya's slow. Enya, why don't you just instead post up right there, and Sammy, you post up right there. Should hopefully be able to take that guy out pretty quickly. I also want to take this guy with the grenades out. Thank you, Diver. This fire's not good. Oh, shoot. Drugi, I forgot. You're gonna... Okay, I want you guys to kind of bum rush him. Yo, you gotta get out of here, because you're about to die. Uh-oh. It's not good. Okay, he's dead. Dead. They're fleeing. Okay. Rissa, you need to save Drugi, like, right away. You need to stop shooting because you're going to hit somebody in the back of the head. You don't have to shoot. You guys are on beat out fire duty. Is that Sammy? Dang it. Mitsuya. Actually, Ethan, because you can also heal. You also rescue. Speed this up. I don't think any of their dudes that we killed are down. What are you doing? It's not the time to cower. Glad to see you're sleeping. Gotta just put it out before it spreads. I don't care if there's a bit of damage, like whatever, just as long as it doesn't spread. Okay, so Ethan. Okay, so Droogy's been tended to? No. So wait. Oh, you're already tending to Droogy. Okay. And then Rush. You want to... Yeah. And we also need to clean the blood. Don't want infections if we can prevent it. Who else can clean blood? Okay. Patel's already hunting. All right, that's not ideal. This is why you want thicker walls, because one, takes them longer to beat through, or to break through, and two, it might actually deter them, and they'll be like, oh, it's gonna take too much work, and then they'll go around this way. But one, yeah, that didn't take very long, but it did buy us a bit of time. Otherwise, they would have just walked right through, you know. Bolt action rifle, that's a normal one. Patel, what do you got? Awful. So why don't you take the good one? Okay. So we'll turn this guy back on. And we'll get to cremating. Yeah, we gotta get that wall done up. So. Enya's hurt as well. I don't... Okay. Tend more quickly, please. You're giving him good care. I appreciate that. But he needs to not die. Okay. My boy's giving birth. Now this is a good, that's a good bad sound. You're like, oh no, my food rotted away. No, that's good there. Okay, and then Sammy, let's just make sure Sammy's doing okay. Okay, so next thing is clean the blood. Okay. Breakdown heater. Sucks, Patel. Having a bad day. Hey, where do you think you're going? Okay. Actually, we do want to get that heater sorted out. We need components. Oh. Well, let me think about this. Dining room. Yeah, we want one in there for sure. Oh, you're actually just repairing it. Okay, cancel. Okay, there we go. But we do, I guess, need more components. Because we have none now. We'll get Enya making some components soon. Alright. Hey, this roof, a lot of it is placed and getting built pretty quickly by Rush, because Rush is quite good. Enya. Yeah, see, right eye shot out. Left humor shattered. There's nothing funny about that. Okay. Let's keep going. We got that right out of the way. It's pretty much winter. One more. Well, tomorrow should be the last day. Look at this guy. He's hauling steel. That steel. Nice. Orders. Mine. It's a beautiful thing. Most of the stuff is... I would say all of it is going to die. So let me look at... He is focused on the hauling, so he should take care of the bodies. Now he's building a snowman. Well, it will wait. Well, in the morning we'll tell him to do that, because problem is, again, dealing with... yeah, he's going to be dealing with dead bodies. He's already in a pretty bad mood, right? Minus 35. So if he's like, saw a dead body, saw a dead body, saw a dead body the whole day, several times, he'll probably go crazy. So we're going to get somebody else to deal with the dead bodies. Drugi's having it bad, but it just went from extreme to severe. So it's getting better. Getting better. Left second toe. Alright. So why don't we get, like, you to do that for a bit. This roof is getting there, man. Closer to halfway, you know. Eating the watermelon, that's fine. That's what it's there for, man. Get in there. Get some good eats. Oh, and you're hunting a hare? So we could get Ethan... Oh, I forgot to set up the bill here as well. So make compost, do forever, details, just from the rotten mush. So now I should be able to tell Anya to do it. Sorry, not Anya, Ethan. Food bench, We got a decent amount of food. Decent amount of food. And that's with the animals having access to it. Some of them, as you can see, they're like, no, I want some watermelon, dude. Alright. Major break. That's Mila, though. What did I say? What did I say? She's like, she gotta strip these guys naked, put them in a raging inferno. Ethan, why don't you do a little bit more? So now where's the compost? Is that it? Yeah, 3, 4. I think these things hold 10. So if we don't have 10, I'll just probably go ahead. Oh, there's 6 right there. Looks like we're gonna have 7. Okay, so he just took 15 and it made, so this is 8. That's fine. I think what we do is, okay, he's gonna bring that in, and then we'll tell him to fill it up, the compost. I think we have to manually do that. Maybe we don't have to manually do it, but it's probably not a high priority for him, so. You consume a meal, and then I'll tell you to do it. Winter has begun. Rush is 850 years old. Murderous. I guess. What do you have for weapons? Enya. We need to arrest. Here, we'll do this. Oops. There we go. Okay. Now you melee. Enya. Just don't kill her. Okay. So now, actually, that's a shame. Freaking dealing with the bodies, man. I hate it, but somebody's got to do it. I knew if it set off Mila, definitely would have set off Diver. Oh, crap. This stuff is dying because we don't have the wall, man. think it's all gonna die. Yep. Huge waste. Should have prioritized that. We might be able to salvage some of them, but it's not looking great. You finished the fight, dude. Alright, it's getting warmer in here slowly. We saved a few. Some are not doing great. Health check. Alright. Look at this guy's hauling everything. It's not a granite. We should start working on granite blocks again soon. His name Muffalo on Bouncer after being nuzzled. Yeah, baby. And now you are made. You cannot be killed. Not that I intended to, because you were the first Muffalo. Somebody want to get this freaking... I know it won't spoil, but like... We could cook it. Make a delicious meal out of it. Alright. So the roof is mostly done. And they did the ground there, except for this bit. Wait. Confused. Soil? Oh, there you go. They just did it. Fully healed. Not gonna shoot at those guys because they have a tendency to explode. Hey! Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. They're coming in on these little pods. Yeah, they landed here, but they could have landed out here. I mean, it wouldn't really matter. I mean, we don't have a wall yet, but let's just assume we had our super thick wall. They could have easily landed there. How long does this have? Okay, this episode's been going on for a while. So I think we're gonna cut it here. How many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we gotta kill 5. On the plus side, probably gonna get a bit of help from the turrets, which is always nice, unlike that last one. Before I end this episode, I'm gonna tell Diver to like get over here somewhere, because I'm gonna start the next episode and I'm gonna forget that he's there and he's gonna get caught by these dudes, and I don't want that. In fact, I'm gonna tell both these goobers to get over here as well. I don't know, something like that, and we'll deal with the rest in that one. But anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this one. We didn't quite finish our project here again. That raid kicked us in the butt a little bit, set us back a touch. Not to worry though. Maybe you can kind of see what I'm going for though. You know? So this guy, nice slate. Eventually all of this soil in here will be rich soil, and not only that, but in the farm tab, this mod, we've got plowed soil. So you take rich soil and you turn it into plowed soil. Now I don't really know what that does. Like, it doesn't say what it does. So I'm wondering if we oh crap, did I just tell these guys to go there? No, I don't want that. Go here. Just quickly, 140% fertility. So keep that in mind. When we should actually just try and plow some. And see what that does. Let's just plow like this strip right there. Doesn't even have to be the whole strip, but we'll see. I don't know if it's going to change its fertility at all. If it's just aesthetics. Even if it is just aesthetics, I'm for it. It kind of makes it look more farm-like. Or what? Maybe it has other benefits. It just doesn't say. I don't know. And I want to know. I'm a curious cat. I'm a curious fox. So yeah, we're going to start also putting down the limestone pathway here. I haven't done that for a lot of this stuff just because, like I said, I know this isn't permanent, and we're going to be tearing it up. But I know here, this corner and this pathway and this all that, pretty much permanent. So we can start laying down some limestone tile and make things look a little bit neater. I think that'd be cool, right? But for now, like I said, that's going to do it. I hope you have enjoyed this episode, you know, because that's what it's all about. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. If you did like this episode, consider hitting the like button. If you're new around here, also consider maybe subscribing and hitting that little bell notification so you know when new episodes are up and running. And you can get them going, maybe have them on in the background as you play your own colony. Because I like hearing about how your colony is doing if you are playing alongside. Tell me your stories. What's happening? Anyways, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, peace out.